Previously on Leafy Luster, I did a Ecuagenera on a shop review and I showed you the unboxing of all my import plants. Today I want to show you how I care for my import plants, how I acclimatize them, and what I'm doing next. You guys, it is the next day and have you seen something so beautiful ever before? I mean, just look at this bowl of happiness here. I just stick them up into this bowl overnight so they can be like upright. And then today I want to check out the root ball or the soil that's in there, unpack them and just stick them into the pot. So let's just go ahead. Unfortunately, we already had a little bit of an emergency. So as you can see, this is the Begonia that I got. That is what is left of her. I potted her up yesterday and gave her a little bit of water because she was super flaccid and just didn't look great. She didn't really perk up, so I decided to do an emergency cut and just stick the propagations into water and hope that it roots well. At least one of the little branches seems to be firming up again, so I'm hopeful that she will just like regrow. First, again, this plant is so beautiful. The color is such a eucalyptus green. It's really, really pretty. Let's check out the soil and the roots. The paper is really moist still. I see some vermiculite in there, a little bit of perlite, I think cocoa coir probably. And you can also see some roots poking out down here, which look pretty healthy to me. So I will not mess with this at all. If I have to add soil, I will just take my regular aroid mix. Two little growth points on top that are coming in. So I hope it will be a little bit more full in the future. And I can't wait for that. Next up, let's check on the Anthurium, shall we? First, I want to get the Anthurium Microphyllum out of the way. It is growing from this chunk of stem. I will just remove any dead organic material that I can find. Some of the aerial roots have rotten while shipping, so I will clean it off as best I can. Well, let's check the root ball. Okay. Oh my gosh, yes! Look at those roots. They look super healthy. I see no brown roots at all. They are all nice and white. They are not ripping. Oh my gosh, that's great actually. I think this pot might be big enough. I'll put some more soil on top. I think it will look super pretty in this pot as well. Such an aesthetically pleasing plant in my opinion. Isn't this plant just so pretty in its little pot? It can stand upright. I just love it. It will look great, I think. Now I still want to remove some of the dead material on the stem. This one is done. It looks amazing. Let's care for the Anthurium cirinoi velvet. Still looking great. This was the leaf that got a little bit damaged here on the bottom. The old leaves still look pretty nice. I'm not worried. Let's check out the roots. It has quite a big ball of soil. It's also still moist to the touch, but not overly wet, which I appreciate. We have a few mushy roots and just like rotten ones. I see a few damaged roots like this one. I should definitely remove them because you see this? It seems that the actual growth point inside the sheath is still intact. It's not squishy so far, so I think it might be okay, but I will definitely remove everything that is rotten. Even though this might be a little bit of added stress for the plant. Oh, I keep finding more rotten roots. I will take this pot because I don't have any other pot that is big enough, and I feel like it's a pretty good fit actually. Add some more soil on top. I will try to keep this top part right here above the soil because I don't want it to rot any further. I will also give it a support since it's not really secure, just so it doesn't fall over until it's like settled in. And we're done! It looks pretty good. I think it is the perfect size pot actually, and I hope that it will like be okay and not rot anymore. This is the Anthurium friedrichsthalii or thalii, I don't know. It had some brown spots. This leaf is bent. These spots were on the plant yesterday already, so it didn't get worse, but obviously they did not heal magically overnight. So I would probably just snip off the leaves that are damaged. It's also pretty dirty with soil, so I might give this one a shower. Ah! No! I dropped all of my pots on the floor and now there's soil literally everywhere. Okay, see, I don't know what this green stuff is on here as well. The soil is pretty loose on this one, but the roots that I can see look pretty healthy. Nice and white, sturdy. I don't see any root rot. Oh, they are super firm. Just look at those beautiful roots. They look extremely healthy, they feel extremely healthy, so I don't see the need to uproot this plant at all. I will just do it like so. It might seem radical and it's also not pretty, but I just don't want it to spread any further. This leaf is already so damaged it would probably just rip right here. I'm really curious to see how the new leaf right here will look like, if it suffered a lot of damage or if it will be fine. We will see. And then we have one more dead leaf. Let's find a little pot for this one. I think it might fit nicely into this little pot. I think it looks amazing actually, and I can't wait for it to grow even bigger, even longer leaves. Last plant on the list is the Anthurium arisaemoides. It's really hard to pronounce, kind of. Also hasn't really changed since yesterday, is holding up great. The leaves are still pretty firm. We have one little leaf that has some yellowing, but it was like this yesterday already. So I feel like it looks just so special and pretty. I don't know, it's the first Anthurium of this kind that I got and I'm in love. Pretty pleased still. Let's check out the roots. I hope they are as nice as the plant. The soil is still pretty moist. The overall appearance looks good. I think we have the occasional stray rotten root in here. Well, I think this one should do the trick. It's not too spacious in the pot, but it's filled up quite nicely. I think this is the perfect size, so let's pot it up. Ta-da! All done. Can't wait to put a cash pot on top. Let's see. Oh yes, it's looking so good. Just look at it, it's beautiful. This might be one of my new favorite plants. It's amazing. This wasn't even on my wish list, but you know, sometimes just love strikes. Yes, yes, yes. This is absolutely stunning. Yes. Lastly, I have one major tip that you should take into consideration. First of all, these plants could have pests I know that they are checked for pests, but you never know, they might be hiding something somewhere. So please don't put them directly next to your other plants if you can. Just give them some TLC, some extra love, some extra good conditions, just so that they can recuperate some of their energy. And because of that, I got a new prop box. And by this, I just mean like a huge ass plastic box, which I will now fill with the plants. By the way, if you have a box that isn't as high as this one, you could easily just put it on the side and then just put your plants in, and you will get some additional height like this. I'm pretty sure you already know this one. Put the lid on it, maybe check once a day if everything is all right, and then just leave it for a week or something. Oh no, it's a little bit too big. I think I might leave the Lycopodium outside. For now, I just want them to survive, live and strive again before I stress them even more with the fact that they will have to deal with our European living conditions, you know? I have a few more things to say about the shop. It is my first time trying, and it might be luck, it might be like this all of the time, I don't know. But in terms of pricing, you can't beat that, especially if you're into those aroids, Anthurium or philodendron. They have such a huge selection of plants, and also if you buy from the Ecuadorian shop, it's much more cheap than if you buy from the European or German shop. They have a little bit smaller selection, and the prices are like 20 to 50% more expensive here. When buying from the European shop, you have a big advantage because they acclimatize the plants already and then sell them on. So the chance of the plants randomly dying because of stress is a little bit less. I did pay like 208 euros in total, which is $209 with shipping and phytosanitary certificate included. I will monitor them for a week now, and I will let you know if anything happens. If you have already ordered from Ecuagenera in Europe or Ecuador, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your experiences and share them with the plant community. I would also appreciate some tips on acclimatizing plants. Tell me what I did wrong by potting them up and putting them in a box. If you have a proven method how you stop your import plants from dying, please let us know. If you want to check out my other online plant shop reviews, I'll leave the playlist right here. I'll see you next time. Until then, enjoy your plants and goodbye!